What's up everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of my series on what makes up a narcissist. Now, at the end of this video, you are going to know 4 more indications about what makes somebody have narcissistic personality disorder, and make sure you tune until the end because the last one is very important and I'm going to prepare you just how to deal with people who may have these signs. Now, quick disclaimer again, this is not a way to diagnose somebody. But the purpose of this video is to prepare you, because if someone in your life is exhibiting these signs, you will have the ability to protect yourself and gain the knowledge, because knowledge is power, that if they do come into your life and start causing chaos, you'll be able to deal with that. Cool, so let's get straight into it. Another sign of somebody who may have narcissistic personality disorder is that they cannot handle any form of criticism whatsoever. Now, I want to be clear that when you speak to a narcissist, they know what to say. They will tell you, yeah, of course I can handle criticism. Give me all the criticism you want. I'm a man who can grow. I'm a man who's open to challenge. You will only find out when you actually criticize them. The smallest thing, the smallest critical comment can set them off massively. This is because narcissists have a very, very fragile sense of self. They have spent their lives trying to portray themselves as some sort of superior, infallible, perfect human being. But they know that that is not true, and they fear this idea of being exposed. It's absolutely terrifying to them. So if you come along and criticize something they do, this is an attack on their entire personality. They have developed this idea that they are superior and you are inferior. So if you as an inferior person is going to come along and start criticizing or telling them they could do something different, or you've done it better and you can help them, this is like life or death to the narcissist. They cannot handle it. So what you will find is that the smallest little thing can trigger a massive reaction from them. And obviously this is not normal. The healthy thing to do if someone is giving you advice is to listen, to think about what they're saying, perhaps come back with your own logical side of things. But the narcissist just sees that as an attack. They cannot function logically when they are being criticized. For them, it's something that makes them feel significantly inferior, and they are terrified of that. So what they'll do is that they will react strongly. They may react like quite viciously towards you if you were to criticize them. So in my opinion, don't ever criticize a narcissist. They're not going to take it on board. They're always going to twist it and turn themselves into a victim. What you need to do is not fight that battle. It's not going to make any changes. Save yourself the energy. Now, following on from that, another sign of somebody who may have narcissistic personality disorder is that they require constant praise and admiration. Now, something which is a facet of narcissism is that they are always seeking to be center of attention. They need something called narcissistic supply, and that's where you come in. Narcissistic supply is basically attention which makes a narcissist feel proud and superior and better than everybody else. They crave this everywhere they go. This is why the narcissist is so manipulative and always trying to make themselves center of attention, because they feed off this narcissistic supply. When they are creating constant praise and admiration, this is when they feel happiest. This is what they feel they deserve. They feel like, I am better than everybody else. Everyone else is inferior to me, so you better recognize that. And that is the only way that they will tolerate having people around them. The people around them who just blindly suck up to them, that's who the narcissist surrounds themselves with. They're not interested in having a healthy, balanced relationship with anybody. They don't feel the need to be friends with somebody who may be doing something better than them or can guide them in any way. They need people around them who are just going to go, wow, you are absolutely amazing and we do not hold a candle to your superiority. And that is when the narcissist feels happiest. Now, let's be real. This is not healthy. This does not lead to happiness. This does not lead to growth. And this is why you see narcissists get so stuck and they don't seem to develop any further, because they'll get to a point where they've got these people around them, maybe one or maybe a group or a following of people who are just sucking up to them. And about that point, they think they figured it all out. That's all they ever want. So they don't learn, they don't go through those difficult periods of feeling silly or stupid or learning from somebody around them. As far as they're concerned, they've got all the answers and they don't need to do that. And they're perfectly content having all those people admire them and give them the respect that they feel like they crave so much. Another separate sign of narcissism is when you find yourself in an argument or a discussion with them or live with them, they will have no regard for your personal boundaries whatsoever. In a normal situation, if you're thinking about when you're having an argument with somebody, most of the time you and that person will recognize that there are certain lines that you will not cross. But for the narcissist, what they see everything as is black or white. They are very, very competitive people. And for them, there's only one possible outcome that they can stomach, and that is to win. Because if they were to lose, it would remind them of how fragile their ego is, how actually they are pathetic people who have not achieved anything in their lives. So in order to win, boundaries go out the window. They will say and do anything to provoke the people around them into making their position stronger. So if you're in an argument, there's certain things or certain aspects of life, maybe you don't bring them up, maybe that you keep those to yourself because you don't want things to escalate. Well, what you'll find is that the narcissist has no concern for boundaries. Anything that they can use as a weapon against you, they will use it. And what you'll find is that narcissists tend to dig with people that they're going to be in conflict with. They tend to know what it is that will provoke people. And once they've got that, they'll say it, you will react, and they can turn around and go, see, look how bad you are. And I'm going to cover that in a whole other video because reactive abuse is massive. For this video, one of the points is that they do not observe boundaries whatsoever. Boundaries don't exist for them. It's only a matter of, I need to win in this situation, and I don't care how I win. I don't care what the cost is. I don't care what the fallout is. I just need to win. So boundaries just do not exist. Now, finally, the most important facet that you need to know when it comes to dealing with narcissists. They can become very aggressive very, very quickly. Now, psychologists have a word for this, and they refer to it as narcissistic injury. When the narcissist feels like his ego has been shattered, when he feels like he's been attacked, when he feels like he's losing control over the situation, because as we know, narcissists love to be in control. They experience this narcissistic injury where their illusions are being shattered. They're losing their grip on the situation. So in order to get the grip back, they respond with extreme rage. Now, so when a narcissist experiences injury, you will see rage beyond what you will see in a normal, healthy person. Now, everybody gets angry, everybody gets enraged at certain situations. But what you will find is that things that wouldn't normally trigger a healthy, happy person will be very triggering to them. Because it's not about the issue, it's about the fact they're losing control. It's the fact their ego has been shattered. It's about the fact that people around them don't see them as the superior being that they are, and everyone needs to fall into line. They can scream, they can shout, they can be very, very belittling, and they can be physically aggressive as well. It is highly recommended that you do not provoke narcissists to get into this situation. This is just the realistic way of dealing with things. The consensus among psychologists is that they will go to lengths that you won't in order to prove their point. A healthy, happy person wouldn't see things as a war in the same way that a narcissist will. So if you find yourself in conflict with one of these people, don't let it get to the point where ongoing retribution is going to be sought. The way that narcissists operate is that in order to protect their ego, they will go to any lengths necessary in order to punish you or teach you a lesson to show that they are superior. And if you're watching this as a healthy person interested in growth and interested in a healthy mindset and a healthy lifestyle, you're simply not going to go to those levels. So wherever possible, what I want you to do, if you do find yourself in this situation, is disengage. Don't stoop to their level. Don't try and make a tit for tat. Don't try and shout over them if they're shouting at you, and don't try to square up to them if they're squaring up to you. You might win the battle, but the narcissist will make it a war. So use this example. Wherever they're trying to engage you in a game of cards, let them play solitaire. Leave them to it. From the signs that we've identified about the narcissist, we know that they're unhappy, unhealthy people who will suck you in to an unhealthy mindset of your own if you spend time around them. The closer you get to them, the blacker the air gets. So what I want you to do is identify the signs that are in place, identify when you're seeing the warning signs, and wherever possible, wherever you can, move away and disengage. Right, I hope that helps. I'm going to be coming with more videos on this topic. It's a topic that I'm very interested in, and I feel like it's a topic that a lot of people need support on. Now, if you have observed anyone in your life exhibit these 4 signs, let me know. Let me know what's going on. I would love to help out, because I want to help people live a healthy, happy lifestyle. I want people to be able to identify the signs of what is unhealthy and to go, I don't want to be part of that. I want to live a healthy, happy life myself. And if you're going to behave that way, well, I'm not going to participate with you. So that's what we're going to be trying to do on this channel. I'm going to be making more videos on this topic. Let me know how you found this one. Let me know if anything like this has resonated with you. And I look forward to catching you on my next one.